Hello and welcome back to A Balanced Approach to Business Growth, or welcome if this is your first visit. And if it is your first visit, my name's Lindsay and I'm a business coach, and I'm here to help ambitious business owners grow their businesses with clarity, confidence, and without the overwhelm. Yes, I created this series because I believe that success shouldn't mean sacrificing your energy, your values, your evenings, your weekends, your health, your relationships. You get the idea. Because it isn't about hustling harder. It's about building a business that feels right for you, that supports what matters most to you, that helps you move forward in a way that actually feels good. Which neatly leads me, or I'll try saying that again, which neatly leads me to today's episode, because I am diving into the big question: what systems support the business you want? Yes, that you want, not what somebody else has told you you should have, and certainly not what somebody is, pointing at words randomly and as fast as they possibly can over on another platform. Although there's nothing wrong with that, it's just not my bag. But it does overwhelm me, and perhaps it overwhelms you, leaving you wondering whether you've even started in the right place. But back to systems. Don't let me go off track. It's a big topic. Now, you already have systems in your business, whether you realize it or not. So if you get paid, you have a system. If you are posting on social media, even in a slightly random, oh, I should post something today, that's a system. The real question is, are those systems helping you to create the business you actually want? Or are they keeping you busy, stuck in a business that feels harder than it should? I want this episode to be the light bulb moment for you. Can't get my words out. It's because I'm excited. This is not a 10-step plan. It is not a big tech tutorial. It's a chance for you to step back and think, what's working? What isn't? What could be smoother? I don't know why I'm doing the actions. I want you to have systems that support you, that when they're running smoothly, your business will feel lighter, easier. They might even create space. Not they might, to be honest. I know systems create space. They will create space for you to think more strategically, for you to do more of what you love, for you to build your business, to develop and grow. So let's start at the beginning, I guess. Why do systems matter? And perhaps I've already given you an inclination on why. But let's start with the basics. When I say systems, people often think of a complicated software or automation. And yes, those are part of it. And yes, they are important depending on where you are in your business, what your business model is, what's important to you. Yes, you are going to need more systems and processes and more automated if you are looking at a 6-figure business. But if you've got a 4-figure business and you just want it to be easier, it's not the same. It's a very different beast, if you like. And ultimately, no matter whether you are looking at becoming a strong 4-figure, 5-figure, 6-figure, 7, 8, 9-figure, you pick the number of zeros, it basically comes down to doing things consistently. It is how you get things done smoothly and without eating up a lot of your time. Let's think about invoicing. I mentioned at the beginning, didn't I? If you get paid, you've got a system. Do you have a clear process so clients can pay you on time? Or is it more of a, I'll cross my fingers, send it and hope. I hope they remember. I hope they'll pay it. And like I said, that is a system. Whether you realize it or not, that's a system. But it doesn't have to be like that. Perhaps let's talk about onboarding, client onboarding. Do new clients get that warm, fuzzy feeling, that personal and professional experience every time they start that journey to working with you? Or do you find yourself reinventing the wheel for every single person? And I'm laughing because I have definitely done that. I did not have a process. I kind of thought I did. One, it was all up here, which by the way is not a good place to hold any processes or systems. They are no good up here. They need to be written down. They need to be, even if it's on an A4 piece of paper and it steps 1 to 10 that you are going to follow every time you take on a new client. It wasn't really until I even started with that basic that I got to admit, it was pretty clunky, it was pretty chaotic, and it was very time consuming. And if it was challenging for me or felt uncomfortable for me, imagine how my clients felt. Marketing, another great example. If your visibility depends on those moments when you feel suddenly inspired or guilty enough to actually post something online, that's still a system. It's just not a very helpful one. So the key is remembering, knowing that good systems aren't about doing more. They're about making your life easier. They're about freeing up your headspace and giving you consistency so you can focus on the fun bits of running your business, the bits you love doing, serving your clients, working with your clients, actually enjoying the journey. And the spin-off, as I've alluded to with that onboarding, when it feels good to us, it feels great to our clients, and that helps with client retention. It creates these fabulous ambassadors for us because they're going to go out and tell everybody. So it's not just about you, but when you put importance on systems and processes, I guarantee it'll be great for you, be great for your business, and it'll be great for your clients. It really is a win-win. I don't know why I've not recorded this one before. So, reviewing what you already have. How do you figure out where your systems are working and where they're falling apart? Start by looking at your week. Where do you feel frustrated? Where do you feel behind? Where do you feel yourself saying there must be an easier way? And by the way, that is usually the sentence that makes me go, whoa, I need to find that way. And rather than saying I haven't got the time to do that, I would stop and find the better way, the improved way, the smoothed way. So there are clues all the time. Here are some areas that you might want to review, and I would say are definitely worth reviewing. Money systems. Okay, do you have a smooth way to track income and expenses, to send your invoices, to know where you stand financially? Have you made it as easy as possible for people to pay you? Which, by the way, was another thing at the beginning of my journey, certainly made it not as easy as it could have been. Do you avoid looking at your accounts because it's messy and stressful? What about your client systems? What happens after someone says yes to working with you? Do you have a clear onboarding flow, contracts, welcome emails? Welcome eels, I think I said then. That is not what I meant. Welcome emails, next steps. Or does each client get a slightly different experience, a slightly chaotic version of the last? Marketing systems. Do you know how people find you? Do you have a rhythm for showing up, sharing your expertise and nurturing your leads? That rhythm pays off, by the way. It's certainly the thing that's made it easier for me in my business. Also, it's worth saying here that if you are spreading yourself too thinly, that is also a system that's probably not working for you. So it's not just about the rhythm and showing up, it's where you're showing up and how you're showing up. Does it feel really sporadic? Again, remember, whatever you are doing right now is your system. Is that system working for you? Are you enjoying it? Does it feel good? Or could it be better? Personal systems. How do you manage your time, your diary, your energy? Do you finish your week feeling in control or frazzled? For the longest time, I used to rewrite every single client welcome email. And I've sort of mentioned this already, but I wrote it from scratch thinking it was personal, it was lovely, but actually it was really time consuming. And then often it meant, oh no, I've sent that and I've forgotten that. The minute I started to create some templates, it meant that I always had the basics. I was never going to miss the important and I could still tailor it, but it would take a lot less time. The same with contracts. So every time I have thought I'm being personal, often I was just making it more hard work for me. So in reality, how I was working, which felt personal and lovely, it was a real time drain and I often missed things. Clients just want clarity on what's happening next. So I created that process. I created myself some simple templates. I was clear and consistent. And I onboarded a new client only last week or the week before. And one of the things she said was, I have never had such fabulous information. She felt warmth. She felt welcomed. She felt like she was in solid, strong hands and that she was going to be okay. And that's the experience I want for every single one of my clients. And I'm not sure, if I'm really honest, that I managed that in the past with my, oh, I'm being so personal. No, I wasn't. I was forgetting stuff all over the place. And often I wasn't creating or didn't have the time for that. So it felt a little bit rushed because I didn't have a process, I hadn't created any time for myself. It really is powerful when you have the right systems. But how do you choose the right system for you? Here's where I want you to shift your thinking. The right systems aren't about what the latest guru says you must have. They're about what supports the business you want. And that's why it is quite personal. And I think in many ways, that's why we struggle to get the right processes in place, because they have to work for us. And it's really simple to buy the $37 solution, which is going to give you the 25 steps to onboarding or to smooth marketing. They have been written for a certain type of person. They've been written by the person who's selling it to you, more often than not. And don't get me wrong, I have bought some of these solutions and they have paid off because they've given me the little light bulb that I needed. But quite often you are then trying to implement somebody else's system into your business. If you want a simple lifestyle business, and I'm not talking about a lifestyle where you work when you feel like it, well, that might be what you want. I'm trying to think of a really good lifestyle business, and I don't want to be derogatory of any lifestyle business because that might be exactly what you are choosing. But for me, a lifestyle business means a business that works around your life, a business that enables you to live an incredible life, that offers you freedom and flexibility. And if that's what you want, your system should be lightweight and easy. Maybe it's a simple CRM. Honestly, that was life-changing in my business. I don't know why it took me so long. And I tried them, I'd done spreadsheets, I'd done this and that, and I just wasn't committing to any of the CRMs that I tried. The minute I did, it started to work for me. And in part, I had to kiss a few frogs before I found the CRM that works for me. Maybe it's a shared calendar that keeps your week on track, that allows perhaps a loved one in the house to know where you are and what you're doing. Or perhaps you need to think about working with a virtual assistant, someone who can look after your diary, who can do some of that onboarding for you, which by the way is way easier when you've already worked out the system, although a good VA will absolutely help you with that. But you might need a shared calendar so that they can have access. A shared calendar might mean that somebody can book themselves into your diary. Honestly, if you don't like playing email ping pong, then finding a system that enables someone to book themselves into your diary will also be life-changing and save you a lot of time. So it could be the automation tools or the systems and processes that you use that can save you hours in your business. So if you're aiming to grow, to scale, to bring in a team, then yes, you'll need systems that can handle more complexity. Think project management tools, detailed onboarding processes, maybe even software that integrates everything together. So at each stage of your journey, your systems and your processes will change. They will evolve. They may need more complexity. But at the very early stages, think about what would give you more time in your business. And to be honest, it doesn't matter which way you start, where you start, what you fix first, if you like, which area of the clunkiness that you decide to throw your attention into. There is no right or wrong, as long as you are looking at your business to smooth it out, to make it easier, to create time, as long as you are bringing into the business those things that feel really good to you and work for you and for your business. There is absolutely no point in investing in a piece of software that will create the most incredible customer journey, workbook, process, workflow for you, anything and everything, and all singing, all dancing if you're at the beginning of your journey. And actually, 3K months would be awesome. You probably don't need everything all singing or dancing. And that's when you can overwhelm yourself when you go, I need to have that. As long as you are bringing into the business what's right for you, you really can't get it wrong. I guess as long as it makes it easier, smoother, gets rid of that clunkiness, frees up your time. It's all good. So ask yourself, what feels clunky right now? What takes longer than it should? Where are clients or money slipping through the cracks? Where do you need a better system? And those questions work no matter where you are in your journey, whether you're just starting out, whether you've been in business 2, 3 years, or whether you've been around the block like I have and you're looking at the 10 plus. Anywhere and everywhere in between. Ask yourself these questions. They're really valuable questions, and you can do that at the end of a quarter. You could do that every 6 months. You could do that every 12 months, but I guarantee that if you make sure that that didn't sound right. I guarantee if you make this part of your review process in your business, you will always be looking at ways for it to be smoother and easier so that you have the flexibility that you desire in your business, that you have a business that enables you to live and experience the most incredible life. So I want to leave you with this thought: the business you want, the one that feels really good, the one that fits that life that I've been talking about, the one that actually works, it's built on systems. Not systems that someone tells you are essential, that's not easy to say, but the ones that support you. So I want you to take 15 minutes after this video. Huge apologies, can't get my words out today. Take 15 minutes after watching this video, grab yourself a notebook and jot down 3 areas that feel most clunky in your business right now. That's your starting point. And if you need a little help figuring it out, I've got 2 ways I can help you. Option 1, book a discovery call. Let's work it out together. And I'll put the link for that below. Or if you prefer to reflect first, I would highly recommend you download Supercharge Your Focus, my workbook. And that will help you spot where things can be smoothed out or made easier, help you to see where you're tripping yourself up. Both will give you clarity on where your systems need a little love or are needed. And from there, well, that's how you start building the business that you actually want, that enables you, inspires you, allows you, provides you the flexibility and the time to live that most incredible life that you so deserve. Thank you for spending this time with me today. I hope it has given you some light bulb moments. As always, please do subscribe to my channel. Drop me a comment below. Even better, do you know someone that needs to hear this message today? And if you do, please do share the URL for the video itself, or for the series, or even for my channel, or just tag them. Thank you so much for supporting me and helping me to reach more incredible business owners who absolutely want to grow, who absolutely want to achieve their goals and want to do that without burning out. Have the most incredible day, and thank you again for joining me.